The stage is set.
Watch out, big balls, because here I come!
24 ordinary men and women are about to go head-to-head with the most extraordinary obstacle course ever assembled. Those brave enough must be prepared to endure breathtaking spills, spectacular tumbles, and catastrophic falls. Only the swiftest and fastest four will move on and compete in our final obstacle course, the biggest of them all, the Wipeout Zone, the final step in the journey to $50,000. The epic competition begins now to see who will emerge victorious and who will wipe out.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done!
Hello, America, and welcome to Wipeout. I'm John Anderson, here as always with my good friend John Henson.
Well, this friendship bracelet says we're best friends, BFFs, John.
I didn't give that to you.
You didn't have to.
That's sweet. A little scary, but still sweet. Today, 24 regular guys and gals will try to conquer the biggest, craziest obstacle course ever assembled.
That's right, and as usual, someone's walking away with $50,000.
But before anybody can claim the 50 big ones, they have to face down the Wipeout qualifier.
This week we start with mud, John, glorious mud. That's what lurks beneath the breakaway planks.
Beyond that are the world-famous big balls.
Beware of the motivator. This season, that giant pendulum gives contestants a little tough love if they wait too long. Gentle nudge, if you will.
Next up, they'll face our log roll, this week with rolling stones, and look out below for the little blue balls.
And last but not least, the fender bender. 6 spinning boat fenders that will take our contestants to the finish or to the drink.
You know how it works, John. We start with 24, and the qualifier claims a dozen, leaves behind a dozen. Let's get right to the action. First up today, halo-wearing Vonti McRae.
I was right, John. They get jiggy with it in heaven.
Every time she does the robot, too, an angel gets its wings. Let's go to Jill Wagner.
Okay, guys, I'm down here with Vonti McRae. Vonti, welcome to the show.
Oh, hello, everyone. Hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta answer my phone. My
Vonti,
phone's
what are you
ringing.
doing?
Hey, I gotta call you back. I'm on Wipeout. Sorry.
What sort of things do you carry in there? I mean, have you got anything else in there?
Not today, but I usually carry my iPod, my car keys, my cell phone.
Easy, like you don't even need a purse.
Mix it up a little bit, yeah, basically.
That's amazing, John. She literally has a treasure chest.
Well, Vonti and her treasure chest are on the qualifier, making their way to the breakaway planks. Now, some of those planks are stable, some of them are definitely not. She's about to find out which. Off she goes, looking good. Oh, yeah, not so good there. The angelic Vonti comes crashing down to earth, losing her halo along the way.
And her cell phone, John. It's in there. You think she can still get calls?
Probably have to go to voicemail.
So let's review the breakaway planks. Stable, stable, unstable.
That's what people say about me, Jill, and you. Now, the key to the breakaway planks, speed and inertia.
Yeah, I don't think speed and inertia are showing up anytime soon. Maybe she has something else in that treasure chest that can help her, like swimming lessons or an inflatable raft. Maybe a surrender flag?
Vonti now racing toward the big balls. You know what, maybe hesitating's a better word.
There can be no hesitation, John. With a motivator looming, hesitation leads to motivation.
Here comes the motivator. Wow!
Oh, that was graphic. Man, that motivated me. I'm motivated to watch that again and again for the rest of my life. I feel like I'm watching a ride at Dollywood.
I think I'm done.
Oh, guys, it looks like Vonti's calling it quits, but you know what? She was a really great sport.
Look at that, spectacular.
Well, it's better to have had Vonti and lost than never to have had Vonti at all.
Well, let's see if things work out any better for our next contestant, Megan Weigelman. Says here, Megan, John, started her high school play as Winnie the Pooh.
You know, they called me Pooh in high school because I always wore a half shirt with no pants.
Stumbling across the breakaway planks a little, but she's got her footing. Oh,
Pooh. If a bear falls in the woods, can anybody hear it?
John, I think you're mixing your metaphors.
You're a mixed metaphor.
No, down again.
Or just looking for Piglet.
Yeah, she better start looking for a way out of that mud into the game if she wants to move on to her next round.
A lot harder than it looks.
I disagree, Megan. You make it look pretty hard from here.
Megan, you're supposed to use that first ball to catapult yourself onto the second ball, not directly into the side of it.
Megan putting on quite a performance, but now she's got to share her stage with the Rolling Stones.
Simple premise, really. Travel across that rolling log, avoiding the stones to make it to the other side. Yeah, the opposite of that.
Crunch.
like she said, John, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, but you know, it's easy enough to watch. Okay, Megan, one obstacle left. That's the fender bender.
Oh, boy.
Cross those 6 spinning boat fenders to make it to the other side and stop the clock. Good luck.
You're not supposed to say good luck, John. You're supposed to say break a leg.
I've never actually seen that work before. Now Megan's got to hustle to make it to that finish platform and stop the clock.
Hustle?
Relative term. Megan finishing with a time of 4 minutes, 2 seconds.
Oh, crap.
Don't beat yourself up about it, Megan. The course did enough.
Let's return to the top of the course now, where we find Scott Howell from Michigan. It says here that Scott came to the show because his wife told him to.
Oh, she probably took out an insurance policy.
Whoa! Scott clearly head over heels for our planks.
Yeah, that looked painful.
Also says Scott is going to give all the money he wins to his wife.
What an obedient husband. Such a giver, John.
Yikes! Looks like he takes it pretty well, too. Let's check the back half of our course, where we find self-professed party girl Caroline Erickson. Jill got her story earlier.
Caroline, welcome to Wipeout.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Now, tell me about the winnings. What are you going to do with the money if you win?
I'm gonna get sauced and get some more tattoos. Hi, Mom.
Caroline 12 stepping into the fender bender. Guessing it's not her first bender.
Ooh, and she Singapore slings into the drink. On the house.
That fall ruled a party foul.
Yeah, she doesn't have to go home, but she can't stay in the water.
And our party girl Caroline finishing with a time of 2:39.
That's right, puke and rally. You're all right.
Watch out, big balls, because here I come.
That woman threatening our big balls is Karen Peach.
Great Caesar's ghost.
Yeah, all threatening the big balls did was get this peach creamed.
Don't make them angry. You wouldn't like them when they're angry.
Now approaching the Rolling Stones and not giving any lip. It's a better strategy.
Yeah, silent, but still deadly.
Just goes to show you can't always get what you want from the Rolling Stones today. No, shatter.
Should do.
Here comes boot camp instructor Kristen Babaraki on the Rolling Stones.
Nobody's made this one all day, John.
Hop 2, great footwork.
Oh, she's doing it. Unbelievable. Oh, my bad.
Now let's go back to the top of the course with Matt Vlahovic.
Bring on the balls!
Whoa, what a tough guy, huh? Fighter pilot?
Actually, produce. Jill's got the scoop.
Now, I understand that you work at the supermarket, right?
Yes, I do.
What do you do?
I'm a produce merchandiser.
Well, so tell me what's your favorite fruit?
I like the banana. Banana's a good fruit.
Matt, is there a bee around me?
I see it floating right behind your head.
Nothing to be afraid of, Jill. It probably just wants to be on the show.
Well, produce guy Matt, be on the course.
Attention shoppers, today's special, blood.
See, and I would have guessed his favorite would have been swamp.
You know, just like his favorite fruit, the banana, Matt bruises easily.
Oh! Clean up on aisle 4.
The breakaway planks are thumping melons left and right today, John.
Oh, boy.
That is what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh! The planks may be harsh, but you think they beat up somebody's grandmother?
I guess we're about to find out.
This is Carol Davis. She's a 50-year-old grandma.
I'm the super grandma.
Super Grandma, with the ability to make you feel guilty for not calling. Super Grandma hoping not to get super soaked.
Oh! She's soaked now.
Hope she's taking her calcium supplements.
Grandma's gonna need them. She still's got this second set of planks to worry about.
Oh, wow. I hope Super Grandma is gonna make it to the sequel.
Let's see that one again.
Yes, please.
So far on the course, Super Grandma, she's taking a beating.
Yeah, but she's not gonna take this course, Siddick. Oh,
Oh! My goodness.
spectacular.
That's an open invitation right there for our motivator.
Apparently, it didn't want to see any more pictures of her grandkids.
Let's see that again, though. Super slow-mo?
Please, check it out. Super Grandma just learned how to fly.
Oh. Well, while Nana walks it off, this seems like a good time to take a break.
You know, I bet the value of my Super Grandma lunchbox collection is gonna skyrocket.
Johnny, I sure hope so, for your sake. We are back on Wipeout. BFFs John and John. Glad to have you.
Our money-motivating course is in full swing, people.
Of the 24 contestants who began the day, only the top 12 times will move on to the next round.
And that puts them one step closer to $50,000.
Our next brave soul, good Lord, who spilled the Scrabble box? 23-year-old Kevin Thang Chai Pinyocool.
That's my maiden name.
Kevin, how do you pronounce your last name? I'm not even gonna try it.
Thang Chai Pin Yo Cool.
Bang chai pinyo cool.
Okay, so what are you gonna do with the money if you win?
I'm gonna ask you out on a date. I'm gonna get some either chicken waffles, or we could go to a disco, or we could go back to my place.
Hey!
I love you, Joe.
So here goes Kevin, looking for a top 12 finish and also looking for the key to Jill's heart.
It's so romantic, John. Kevin's heart leads him forward, urged on by an undying love. His dream girl awaits. If he can prove himself worthy on the qualifier, he will conquer any obstacle that stands in his way. Except that one.
You must be in love with me.
Approaching the big balls now with the motivator looming large. Kevin needs no more motivation, really, than Jill waiting at the finish line.
I love you, Joe.
Ouch. They're gonna have their first date in the emergency room.
You know what? If he wants to be my boyfriend, it's not impressing me so far.
Well, let's see if he can get some satisfaction on the Rolling Stones.
No! His lack of mojo lands him in blue ball territory.
Ooh.
Joe, this is for you. And $50,000.
Gold digger.
I'm waiting on you, Kevin.
You know, Kevin, love means never having to say, help, I'm drowning.
Well, it's sure to be an emotional reunion here at the finish line. And while he doesn't bring flowers, he does bring home a time of 4:34. Heading over to the Rolling Stones, we find physical therapist Dr. Dennis Sanchez.
Today he's using muscles he didn't even know existed. And he just sprained all of them.
Our physical therapist may actually need his own services.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Oddly enough, we have a second doctor. This is Dr. Nicholas Weeder.
He's a doctor? You sure he's not a patient?
I don't know, let's see what Jill found out.
It's my own special language to communicate as best as I can with my patients. Wipeout.
What?
I mean, I don't understand what he's saying.
You ought to see his handwriting.
Wait, you know what, John? Maybe he's just trying to say Kevin's last name.
Bang chai pinyo cool.
Ready to go now is Deputy Sheriff Robert Koslova.
Looks like he's ready to go to the little boys' room.
Well, Jill pulled him over earlier.
B!
Oh no, the bee is back.
Come on, give me a chance. I need the 50 grand. I have 800 kids to feed.
Robert the sheriff should have arrested that bee, John. He could have busted up the whole hive in a bee sting. Get it?
I'd pay to give that back, actually.
All right.
Sheriff Robert on the breakaway planks now, and oh, that is an amazing TJ Hooker tuck and roll move. Much better on the second set. He's across clean.
That is an arresting performance, John.
You know what? Robert is the first person today that's not covered in mud.
It's great when they succeed, John, but it's better when they wipe out. Did somebody say big balls?
That's my makeup.
Hopefully waterproof.
Ouch!
Oh.
Oh, my!
Points. Big miss.
Oh, geez. What do you say, John? Once more for old time's sake?
Yeah, all right.
That'll never get old.
Now approaching our breakaway planks is jazz professor Jason Goldman. Let's see if he can make some beautiful music on our planks.
Well, he better not saxophone it in or he'll be in trouble. See what I did there? Because he's a jazz professor, I took the words treble.
You know what? I'll make a note of that.
John, do you hear that?
Jill, don't be alarmed. I think your bee's back.
What?
That's right, I'm here.
Where?
I just want to give a shout out to my drones back at the hive. Let's do this.
I have a bee on me.
See you at the finish line, Jill. Big balls. Woohoo!
Let's go over to the fender bender now, where CJ Jansen is bringing some serious firepower to the course. Let's get a word from Jill.
So what skills are you bringing to the course?
Everything. My guns.
CJ Guns Jansen at the fender bender. Here she goes. Hope her guns are light on her feet. Oh! You know, even in slow mo, she shoots through like hot lead.
Yeah, Guns Jansen with a bit of a misfire there, way off target, unless she was aiming for the water.
CJ Guns Jansen, though, coming in just below 3 minutes, 2:58.
Round one. Ready for the rest.
Easy there, Guns. Folks out there are still focusing on finishing the qualifier.
Don't try this at home, folks.
I got snot coming out of my nose. This isn't so hard. I just need to use my wings.
Oh, get it! What are you doing down here?
Oh, just let him do it.
This is for my queen. I love you, baby. I'll be back in the hive soon.
back at the top of the course is our final contestant of the day, Forrest Vanderbilt.
Run, Forrest, run!
Yeah, he probably never gets that. Little stumble on the stairs, but you know what? Moving quite well across the breakaway plank and doing even better than that again. Look at perfect run.
Now he's on his way to the big balls. Very similar to a box of chocolates, John. You never know what kind of wipeout you're going to get.
Another little stumble there. Forrest seems to be having trouble with the areas between obstacles. All right, here he goes. Oh, and he came so close to making it.
Wow, guys, Forrest is breezing through this.
He is on a record-setting pace across the rolling stones.
And he makes it, but again, waits until after the obstacle to fall.
Oh, if he can just clear these fenders and land on that platform, the clock's gonna stop, but you know, nobody's been able to do that yet.
Yes, he did it!
Yeah!
Unbelievable, falling even after the clock has stopped. And at 1 minute, 6 seconds, Johnny, that is a new Wipeout qualifier record. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, awesome is as awesome does. And Run Forrest, Run Vanderbilt, easily #1 on our list of top 12 finishers. John, who else has joined him in the next round?
We've got our party girl, Caroline Erickson, Sheriff Robert Kozlova, and jazz professor Jason Goldman. Also Dr. Gibberish, obedient husband Scott Howell, and CJ Guns Jansen.
Hello, guys and gals. Welcome back to the comedy of errors known as Wipeout.
After our qualifying round, we've cut the field in half, and 12 contestants are moving on. Take a look.
Yeah, among them, the obedient husband, Scott Howell, Boot Camp, Babaraki, Caroline, the party girl, CJ Guns Jansen, and Karen Peach.
And, John, if you think the wipeouts were big so far, well, sister, you ain't seen nothing yet. Our contestants are about to take on the king of the mountain.
12 contestants. They stand on 10-foot-high pedestals as a platform moves in a circular motion. The first 6 contestants who can jump on the platform, make their way to one of those red spots near the edge of the mountain, move on to the next round. But they have to avoid 2 giant, menacing clubs and rubber donuts if they want a shot at that 50 grand.
And the wipeouts keep coming until the mountain is full.
All right, let's get right to the fun, shall we?
King me, Johnny.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. When do we go? Wait, does they have to start it?
Not an appropriate response, and that's still really weird, Dr. Gibberish. Let's start the game.
Woo! Come on! Get some!
Apparently, Caroline, the party girl, still thinks it's spring break '98. Kind of makes me regret spending my spring breaks with them athletes.
Let's just get started.
Yeah, get the feel of this platform.
The idea is not so much that you feel the platform, but that you make it on and head towards the middle. How'd that feel?
Matt, the produce man's going for it. He's on the platform. Oh! Love. Boot Camp Babaraki. That's underwater training. And Karen Peach. Oh, that's a peach, hon.
Let's take a look at those again. Check it out. Produce man squeezes the platform but gets juiced. Boot Camp Babaraki is dishonorably discharged, and Karen Peach gets cobblered.
Honestly, John.
Come on, that one was awesome.
What leg should I start with?
Obedient husband Scott can't make a decision without his wife.
Nevertheless, he mans up and makes it on the platform, heading toward the middle, and he's going to be the first one on the mountain.
Yeah, baby!
And that makes his wife one step closer to $50,000. The produce man goes for seconds. Oh! Squeezes himself under the bar. He's joined by the sheriff, who's hot on his trail.
Oh, baby, go!
Yeah, the sheriff puts the heat on the produce man, who wilts under the pressure. Sheriff wasting no time. Oh, clubbed in the gut, but look at this. He shows the mountain who's the law in these parts by claiming the second spot.
Come on, guys!
Boys are going good!
CJ Gunn shows her girl power by falling off the platform.
Come on!
Aha! Boot Camp Babaraki will do it. She's mean. She's tough. She drops and gives us nothing. Looks like boot camp instructor Babaraki needs to go back for depth perception basic training.
Well, there are 4 spots left. Our physical therapist gives the thumbs up and throws his body on the platform, trying to make his way to the middle. Forrest takes his shot. Our physical therapist takes a shot in the ribs. That leaves the clear path for Forrest. He makes his way to the mountain, Rodney, claiming the 3rd spot.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done!
I find that hard to believe, Mr. Jazz Professor. I've done plenty of ridiculous things at band camp.
Ridiculous or not, he has made it to the summit of our mountain and grabs the 4 spot.
You guys are ridiculous, Wipeout!
No, Jazz Professor. That's ridiculous. God, I love that.
It is a classic. Now, we still have 2 spots to fill.
Come on, ladies.
As the sheriff taunts the women.
Don't worry, we'll be up there in a second.
CJ Guns shooting her mouth off again.
Well, CJ makes it on this time, and looks like she's got a good shot to be the first woman on the mountain.
The party girl shows up fashionably late. Here comes a third. Looks like ladies' night. Whoops, that's Matt the produce man.
CJ Guns to her feet, back in the water.
The party girl bar crawling her way to the mountain, but gets rejected at the door.
Karen Peach wants a piece of that mountain. She's putting the squeeze on the produce man. Produce man heeds the call of the Peach, and he's made it to the mountain. Oh! Things have gotten a little fuzzy for the Peach. That means there's 1 spot left on the mountain.
Boot Camp Babaraki goes for it and gets knocked into the water.
And the party girl takes her shot at the final spot.
She gives a shout out to the gang at the bar.
Yeah, oh, she's on her feet, and she's made it to the mountain.
Classy.
Well, her class and all will be moving on along with 5 other contestants. They are
obedient husband Scott Howell, Sheriff Robert Kozlova, Run Forrest Run, Jazz Professor Jason Goldman, and produce man Matt Devlahovich.
But before they have a shot at the Wipeout Zone and 50 grand, 1 more obstacle stands in their way. Welcome back to Wipeout, the show that demonstrates just how flexible the human body can be.
You'd be surprised. The king of the mountain cut our field in half once again, and now we're down to our final 6.
Obedient husband Scott Howell, party girl Caroline Erickson, our produce guy Matt Devlahovich, they've made it through.
Also, Sheriff Robert Kozlova, Run Forrest Run Vanderbilt all in attendance, but our jazz professor Jason Goldman was feeling the blues and didn't want to continue in the competition. So randomly selected from the top 12 is CJ Guns Jansen.
And of these 6, just 4 will move on to the Wipeout Zone and get a shot at our $50,000 prize.
Now, standing in their way, you've heard of the no-spin zone? This is the all-spin zone. It's the Dizzy Dummy 2.0.
Tell them how it works, Johnny.
Our contestants are strapped to the Dizzy Dummy until they feel the way our party girl does on Friday night.
And in that altered state, they'll take on the spinner and navigate through the bungee web. Then it's on to the teeter-totters, and the first person to the platform moves on. The remaining 5 get back on the Dizzy Dummy. They do the crazy beams. When that's done, spin it again.
All right, without further ado, like my great-grandfather used to say, fire up the Dizzy Dummy. They are strapped in and obviously very excited.
This is round 1. They'll be heading to the teeter-totters first. Is it just me, or are they enjoying themselves?
Oh, I'm sure that'll change. Remember, this is the first spin. Also, they haven't tried to walk yet.
And they're off. Oh, my mistake. Thought I heard the air horn. There we go. Produce guy first out of the gate, and he's making a beeline, more like a sea line to the spinner.
Run, Forrest, run, just trying to walk.
Oh, ouchie. CJ Guns Jansen making it through, and I guess she prefers the scenic route.
Yeah, I'm like that too.
Our party girl's down. She'll be heading to the, whoa, the sheriff from out of nowhere, and he's the first one on the teeter-totter, but he's not alone. 3 others have joined him, and that totter's teetering. Boom! Everybody into the pool. Now they all have to swim back.
But John, look, the party girl stayed on.
Wow, wouldn't have put my money on her to have the best balance, but she's there. Right behind her, our produce guy and our obedient husband.
Somebody must have told him not to jump.
Yeah, it might not matter, because party girl only has 1 jump left. It's a shot of red vinyl. No chaser. Actually, check that. Couple of chasers. Our hubby has finally made it on.
Oh! And they both go down. Can we see that again, please? All right, our produce man fell because he ran directly into this.
Right.
But why did the husband fall? Oh, no reason at all.
Forrest is on now. He's being tailed by the sheriff.
They are neck and neck here. Let's see how they handle the jump. And officer down.
Forrest now all alone. CJ close behind him. 1 last leap for Forrest. He is on. Forrest will be the first one moving on to the Wipeout Zone. Whoa, what was that move?
That's the Forrest. Forrest jump.
This is round 2. 5 funsters headed to the crazy beams, and the next one across will be moving on to the Wipeout Zone.
Party girl continuing to class this place up. And there's the sheriff trying to withhold some evidence.
And away they go. CJ Guns Jansen shoots out of the gate first. Here comes the produce man, followed by our obedient husband, the party girl. And has anybody seen the sheriff?
What is he, setting a speed trap back there?
Produce guy's through the web and moving on. CJ's through as well and kicks our husband in the face.
Hey, it's better than a rolling pin, right?
Produce guy onto that first crazy beam.
And here comes Guns. She's onto the first crazy beam. Party girl She's on, and it looks like our produce guy, Matt, is checking that crazy beam for firmness.
CJ leaps. Ooh, she's in the drink. Party girl on the move. There goes the sheriff. He'll try to catch the produce guy who is almost at the end.
Party girl and the sheriff, can they catch him?
No, sir. Produce man will be moving on to the wipeout zone.
All right, this is round 3, so they'll be back on those teeter-totters. There's our husband. He's lost his mind.
Well, this is the 3rd spin, Johnny, so that's to be expected. Let's see what else they've lost.
Scott, our husband, doing a little sidestep.
CJ guns like a bullet onto the spinner. She's followed by the party girl and the hubby.
And there's the sheriff, obeying the speed limit, but he's on.
CJ there now moving on to the first teeter-totter. But not so fast as the sheriff. He's on board.
All right, let's see how this jump goes. Sheriff's on. CJ guns across. This is going to be close.
Oh! Not that close.
And the sheriff proving the importance of the helmet law.
Ouch. The sheriff out of the way. CJ now has a clear path. Ooh, ice it. Party girl onto the second teeter-totter as our hubby finally gets onto the first one. One last jump for the party girl. Not gonna make it. Scott now has a chance.
Was not looking too good on the spinner, but... and doesn't look too good on this either.
CJ and the sheriff leap together. Husband and the party girl trying to catch up. This is a critical jump. CJ's guns can't hold on. She's back in the drink. Sheriff now on the move, has a clear path to the final round.
But here's the party girl. Probably the first time she's chased a cop.
But she is going to be too late. The sheriff is our 3rd contestant moving on to the wipeout zone.
And our husband looks confused. Maybe it's because his legs disappeared.
I think that's just the camouflage, John.
Oh.
Our remaining 3 contestants heading back to the crazy beams in this 4th and final spin.
And it'll be a showdown between our obedient husband, the party girl, who looks like she's already passed out, and CJ Guns Jansen.
1 spot left, $50,000. Let's roll.
Our hubby's first out of the gate. Looks like the party girl can't walk straight. No surprise there.
The husband's on and off the spinner. Same as CJ. Party girl's up and approaching the web. CJ back on. Here's our hubby. He won't give up. Party girl's through and on her way down. CJ too is through the web and down the spinner she goes.
And why ruin a perfect record? Our husband is last through the web again.
Party girl's on that first beam. Here come the guns. She's on.
And now Scott the husband. Man, I hope he and his wife already have kids.
Yeah. CJ leaps, but ooh, waterlogged. Husband's taking his time. CJ's out, ready for more.
Party girl's there in a familiar position.
CJ's back in the hunt. Our leaders are now neck and neck. The party girl leaping. She's on. And now our husband.
Our husband is down. Party girl now all alone. Guns has her in her crosshairs, though.
This is the last big jump. And she's got it. CJ's still coming, but she is not going to catch up. The party girl is our 4th and final contestant headed to the wipeout zone.
She must be excited. Or still nursing that hangover.
Joining her will be produce man Matt Vlahovic, our sheriff Robert Koslova, and Run Forrest Run Vanderbilt. Welcome back to Wipeout. This is it. This is the moneymaker.
Wait a second, I thought this was the moneymaker.
No, we're talking real money, 50 G's.
Oh, but before anyone can walk away with a $50,000 prize, one more obstacle stands in their way. The Wipeout Zone.
The Wipeout Zone is made of 4 stages. It begins with the aqua launch, where contestants control their launch into the zone while fighting a torrent of water.
Then contestants will face a 1,000-gallon tidal wave as they make their way up the raging rapids and over to the crazy sweeper.
Here, contestants will wind their way across these pedestals while being chased by 2 ominous sweeper arms. And finally, they'll face 3 torrential turntables where they have to navigate through a gushing downpour to the final turntable, stand up, and stop the clock.
4 contestants remain, and the one with the best time goes home $50,000 richer.
Up first is the sheriff, Robert Koslova. He's with Jill right now.
I'm speechless, man.
The sheriff began his day rescuing Jill from a bee. He came in 2nd place in King of the Mountain and showed the tippy tables not to mess with the law, landing him in the Wipeout Zone.
Set to get underway here. Tonight, the contestants get an aqua launch option between riding down on an inner tube or going bareback. Robert Koslova about to begin. He's going tubing, and he's off.
And a long launch into the bracing water of the Wipeout zone. Take a look at that.
Yeah, really got excellent distance on that launch, setting him up for just a quick swim over to our next obstacle.
Now here comes the water, and he's over the raging rapids. Just needs to pull himself up, and then the real battle begins as he will continue to face a torrent of icy water on his way up the slope.
Difficult enough, but adding to the struggle, a one-time 1,000-gallon tidal wave.
Get a plunger, folks.
Oh.
He is flushed all the way back to the beginning of the obstacle.
Wow. Let's take a soggy second look at that.
How about that, huh? 1,000 gallons of hydrotherapy right there.
A long recovery time as he gathers himself for a second attempt at the raging rapids.
The sheriff usually tracking down criminals, but right now he's trying to track his way up the raging rapid.
And it is clearly taking its toll. He looks tired and still has to make his way over to what is perhaps the most difficult obstacle in the Wipeout zone. That's the crazy sweeper. Look at that. The lungs take as much a beating as the limbs here in the Wipeout zone. He is making a run for it. Oh, not happening. Worked over by that arm of the crazy sweeper. Into the water he goes.
Boom! Into the water. A shot to the body and to the time.
Now remember, at 51 years old, he is the oldest contestant in the Wipeout zone. Off he goes again. And that long arm of the crazy sweeper on his tail. This one is gonna be close. He's about, one stride short and he's taken out.
Take another look at that shot. And that means a long, painful swim back for our sheriff.
Really looking beaten down. Is he gonna be able to go on?
I think he is, John. He is, and he's headed towards his third attempt at the crazy sweep.
On the move one more time, and the sweeper always in hot pursuit.
Oh, he stumbles, but recovers. Not looking good, but he makes it.
And a boy! And now the only thing standing between Robert and the end of the Wipeout zone, our final obstacle, the torrential turntables.
Wow, sweet belly flop maneuver there.
I don't know if that was by design or necessity, Johnny, but it worked.
Oh, another Wipeout. That was a hard hit, John. I don't envy the sheriff.
Indeed. Let's see if he can get up there and recover enough to just maybe finish the course. He is past the 12-minute mark. He's onto that first turntable, successfully using the belly flop technique again.
He makes a jump for it, and he's on to the second turntable.
Now one table away from setting the time to beat here in the Wipeout zone. All right, the turntable, one left, leaping, and he makes it. Still has to get to his feet. That's no small task. He's done, and the clock reads 12:29 to open here in the Wipeout zone.
I'll drink to that, John.
And you know who might join you? Our next contestant, party girl Caroline Erickson. Jill's with her now.
One word to describe how you feel right now.
Fierce.
Fierce. All right, I like that. Now tell me your strategy.
Go.
Fierce, go.
Our self-proclaimed party girl Caroline stumbled her way through the qualifier. She was the first woman to conquer King of the Mountain. And she showed the most liquid courage, being the only female to make it here to the Wipeout zone.
And there she is, poised atop the aqua launch, where she's chosen the inner tube.
And with that battle cry, she's off. And plunges into the sobering waters of our Wipeout zone.
Yeah, less than stellar launch there, John. You can see her feet get in the way of her getting good distance.
Remember, Robert Koslova sailed almost to the base of the raging rapids, really reduced his swim time, but let's see if she can do better when she faces the oncoming tidal wave. Can I get 1,000 gallons, please?
Watch that down, Caroline. When you're ready, we'll pour you another. Look at that, completely submerged under this massive torrent of water.
Onto the raging rapids now for the second time. Fortunately, no tidal wave the second time through. Remember, Sheriff Robert did not survive the rapids on his first attempt either. You're finally now making it to the top successfully.
She burps, spits. Courtney Love would be proud.
Yes, but Caroline's still behind our leader's time. Like she's pausing here now to catch her breath for a second, John.
Oh my God, those balls are going fast. Woo-hoo! I can do it.
She says she can do it, but let's see if... Oh, the crazy sweeper. Clearly more powerful than Caroline's pep talk.
Caroline is used to taking some big shots, but no one pours it on like the Wipeout Zone.
And these shots are really dragging down her time. Caroline going for it again with those balls chasing her down, and
she's onto the pedestals now. That sweeper arm steadily gaining ground. This is going to be close, and she makes it. Wow, that was so close.
Ooh, the nick of time, and now it's onto the torrential turntables.
She's ahead of the pace set by Robert Kozlova with almost 5 minutes remaining. If she can stay clean through this part of the course, she'll be our new leader. She's onto the second turntable with 1 more to go. Can she do it? Oh, she almost falls, but she recovers.
1 more turntable to go.
And barely makes it. Now all she has to do is stand up. Having a little difficulty there. I don't know why. She's used to a generous pour.
And with a time of 8 minutes, 7 seconds. Wow, the party girl has outrun the sheriff by a bunch and is our new leader. Welcome back to Wipeout, where we are in the second half of the Wipeout Zone. 2 down, 2 to go.
Party girl Caroline Erickson is currently in first place. And up next, our produce guy, Matt DeVlahovic.
What goes up must come down!
Let's review Matt's trip to the zone.
Matt produced a great time as he flew through the qualifier and the king of the mountain. Then he had a grocery list of smooth moves as he made his way across the crazy beams and into the Wipeout Zone.
And once again, we find ourselves at the top of the Wipeout Zone. Matt DeVlahovic showing us the way. It's down. Here we go.
Choosing to go bareback, the only one so far tonight, gets great distance off the aqua launch, setting himself up for a real short swim over the raging rapids.
Take another look at that. Fine form, excellent entry, alliteration, always annoying.
Remember, Caroline did not get great distance off the aqua launch, John, so he's ahead of her time at this point.
This produce guy has been showing fierce determination all day, leaping forward toward the rapids, but the dump looming. It looks like he's gonna hold on.
That is amazing. The produce guy's clearly got strong fingers, and he showed the raging rapids who's boss.
He is the first person to do that all day, and, well, clearly he knows it and is proud of it.
A confident Matt DeVlahovic making his way over to the crazy sweeper.
Well, we have seen a lot of contestants come into this obstacle looking confident, only to be humbled. Less than 75 seconds in, he's off. Really off this time.
Knocking him over into aisle 12. It's going to take him a while to swim back in that cold water.
Now, he really has to be clean and quick on the back half of this course if he wants to stay in contention.
Oh, another wipeout. It's getting to be do or die time, John. He's got to be flawless if he wants to beat Caroline Erickson. Take a look at the wipeout, though.
Yeah.
The sweeper arm doesn't even have to do anything. I think he's just intimidated into wiping it.
Yeah, and after that swim, he really virtually no chance of winning. So now it's just sort of Matt and the sweeper arm for bragging rights.
No, into the water again.
Wave goodbye to that $50,000 because there's our horn. The arm dominates. Matt is done. Party girl Caroline Erickson still in first place, but this fella here, Forrest Vanderbilt, looking to swipe that $50,000. Let's review how he made it to the Wipeout Zone.
Forrest didn't stop running as he set a course record and took first place in the qualifier. He struggled to find his footing on King of the Mountain, but he ping-ponged his way through the tippy tables, landing him in the Wipeout Zone.
And now it all comes down to this.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can watch.
There's the horn, and this bout is underway.
Wow, neither the best entrance or distance we've seen tonight. It certainly looked fun, but not much launch from the aqua launch there.
Defeats the purpose, John. Now over to the raging rapids, making a great time.
You know, he has been a force in this competition all day, but then again, so have the raging rapids. And here comes the force of a 1,000-gallon tidal wave.
Oh, man, he is mercilessly pummeled by the raging rapids. Wow.
Yep, but look at that. He is back up already and ready to go.
Well, in this kind of water, being a shrimp boat captain really pays off.
Forrest Vanderbilt finally making his way to the top of the raging rapid. Next, he has to cross over to the crazy sweeper, and check that clock. He's well ahead of the pace set by Caroline.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go indeed. I'm going to say it, John. Run, Forrest, run!
Thank you. He is on the move, very quick through this. Oh, a misstep, and just that quick, he is into the water.
But he's making good time with a quick swim. And he has already made his way back to the top of the obstacle.
Johnny, his swimming has been the difference so far. More than 4 minutes remaining. That arm closing in as always.
Well, this is going to be close.
And he's made it in just 2 attempts. He has handled the crazy sweeper better than any of our 4 finalists by far.
True, but remember, the party girl was flawless on the turntable, so let's see how he does from here on.
Little less than 4 minutes of cushion, but as we've seen time and time again, a wipeout here is a great time equalizer.
Steady, only 1 turntable.
Oh, guess not. He goes into the water backwards. Caroline, make it to party yet. Take a look at the replay.
John, I think he could taste victory right there and couldn't maintain his composure. 1 more wipeout on this last obstacle, that could seal his fate.
Forrest got to be focused here. Quickly onto that second turntable. Only 1 turntable between him and $50,000. He goes for it, and he is on, but still got to get to his feet. And now standing tall with a time of 5 minutes, 48 seconds. Run, Forrest, run. Your new Wipeout champion.
Hey, Forrest, you just won $50,000.
Yes!
Whoa, brace yourself there, Forrest.
All right, Johnny, that's going to do it for us. Make sure to join us next week, as always, when 24 new contestants will take on some crazy new obstacles. Until then, America, I'm John Anderson.
And for our colleague Jill Wagner, I'm John Henson, bidding you good night and big balls.
I love you, Joe.
Guns.
I'm the super grandma. I think I'm done.